Jack Osbourne discusses paranormal encounters at his childhood home in England. The son of heavy metal legend Ozzy Osbourne appears on a recent morning TV interview to discuss his experiences. He's been on numerous paranormal investigations. Now we know that if you see his house, it's very beautiful. It must have been like 16th, 17th century, redone, of course. I have posted videos concerning demonic possessions of haunted houses and paranormal poltergeist activities in such houses. And one of them happened. One of the events happened to my goddaughter, who lives in outside of London. They bought a very huge mansion at a very low price at the top of a hill. I won't mention the area because you'll immediately remember, find out which property it was. But they bought it at a very low, good price, and they had to redo it. So they lived on the first floor, on the ground floor, and the first floor the top floor was gutted, as they lived on the bottom floor. It was a huge house, and the top floor had no bath, nothing. It had a huge winding staircase, and they would every night hear running water and people running up and down the stairs. The creaking of the floorboards above them. And the woman was so scared with her child that she asked her parents to come over and live with her. Now, this woman was baptized Christian Orthodox, but her parents are Protestant. And they said, "We don't believe in ghosts." Well, she said, "Well, what are you hearing now above us?" And they had to bring in the Christian Orthodox priest every month to do the holy water blessing of the home. Then for a few days, these entities would disappear and they would act up again. So every month she had to bring in the priest to do a special prayer over the house. Now, the thing is that there are a lot of properties like this in England and the UK. And I asked my father confessor, I said, "Why is this happening to my goddaughter?" He said, "It's probably because someone in the past in that house was doing magic. And these entities are stuck there at that property." Now, eventually they sold the house and they moved away from there. But God forbid, whoever else bought the house, I don't even know if they even finished the house, but whoever else bought the house is probably having the same problems. So now Jack Osbourne is discussing his paranormal encounters, and he says, and I'll leave a link below for you for his video, he says that that's why he got into this researching into his future, because of his experiences there as a child. So it seems that Jack Osbourne is everywhere these days. Just last month, we covered the launch of his new UFO investigation series, Jack Osbourne's Night of Terror, UFOs, and now he's featuring another new TV series, this time about ghosts and hauntings. Jack Osbourne's Haunted Homecoming, which premiered earlier this month, follows his efforts to get to the bottom of the various paranormal experiences he had while living at his childhood home in England. He said during the interview on Good Morning Britain, "It's been really interesting. I kind of use the term ghosts as a catch-all. I don't necessarily think 100% of the time you're encountering the spirit of a once living human being yet, because they could be demons as well, fallen angels." He says, "I think there's a whole lot going on, and it's probably far too heavy of a conversation to have at 8 in the morning on a 10-minute segment. But," he said, "I have had some very interesting and unexplained things happen to me, and I'm pretty rational." So during the segment, he mentioned an incident during which he and his sister had been left terrified by the sound of footsteps approaching down the hallway of their home. Okay, that's demonic entities, obviously. They were so convinced someone was there that they considered escaping out the window, but it later transpired that there had been nobody in the house at the time. And Osbourne said, "If there's something that happens that's clearly the wind or a creaky old building, I'm the first to be like, no, it's not what you're saying it is right now," Osbourne said. "It keeps me coming back because I still have not figured out what the heck is going on." And I'll leave a link below for the 8-minute video. And this is from Evening Standard on Unexplained Mysteries by T.K. Randall. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.